in my own personal journey here is kind of pushing against weakness when I see it and avoiding, seeing comfort as something I need to avoid, taking the easy path. And when you're talking about fear of heights, claustrophobia, you're rock climbing and you're going in caves. I mean, and just when you're talking about like, oh, I don't like this feeling. Okay, I got to get used to it. I got to push through it. I think that's something that too much of us avoid, and there's so much to be gained in the human experience by pushing through those things. And when you push through something like that, it makes the results all that much more rewarding.
I absolutely agree. I mean, it's like having like accomplishing something and saying, "Hey, look, I climbed up that." Like, wow, that's awesome. It makes that like I push myself to do something to get to the next step or the next like it's very rewarding. I mean, that's where a lot of the reward comes from. I have you heard of type 1 versus type 2 fun?
No, I want to know all about it.
Okay, I don't know how big this concept is, but someone else told me this, and like, all right, so type 1 fun is like one of those things like, hey, you're very much enjoying it in the moment, like eating ice cream or something. Like, okay, this is nice. This is nice hanging out with family or whatever your scenario is, or like, hey, it's great at the time. Type 2 fun is oftentimes like the ones like, all right, in the moment, I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I on the side of a cliff? Like I am my arms are tired and I am tired and like, why am I doing this? And then after you're done with it, like, oh, that was so great. That was so fun. It's like that type 2, like afterwards, you're like, all right, you forget all the hard things, like the hard things about doing it and the process of doing it, and like afterwards, like that was great. I want to do that again. So that's what I've heard is that type 2 fun there. So I'm definitely a bit of a type 2 fun person. I've come to realize.
And type 2 fun, just thinking about it, it stays with you. It's memorable. That ice cream, it's in and out. It kind of comes and goes. And those, when you get to those type 2s, they're memorable. But then again, as I've noticed in my path, and I mean, looking at you in caving, well, then it's kind of like drugs. You need a little bit more to get the high. Yeah. Running a marathon wasn't enough. Now I got to run 50 miles. Now I got to run 100, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's an ever, the goalposts keep being pushed.